You're watching
MileHighSportsPreps.com.
Brought to you by Camp Team Insurance, your sports insurance specialist.
Laterally, and he's excellent on top, and he's very aggressive. You got to get on him early, because if you allow him to dictate the pace on top and let him get going laterally and moving on top and wearing the opponent down, it might be a long night for Mr. Fedrico. But we have a 2-0 lead here in the first period with about 52 seconds remaining. Fedrico trying to get an escape here and trying to get his feet and try to find base right here. And Cruz doing a good job of trying to wear him down, trying to get him rolled over on top. Like I mentioned before, very aggressive wrestlers, Cruz, as is all of the Coronado wrestlers. It's been that way for like 10 to 15 years, Ed. They've had tremendous talent from top to bottom. Of course, the biggest wrestler they probably ever had was, of course, 3-time state champion Gabe Burrick, whose brother Nathan wrestles tonight too.
Yeah, the Burrick family, again, another wrestling family that has traveled the world wrestling, and Coronado's on fire this year. But Fedrico, you know, he's keeping it close here, 2-0, still in the match. A little blood time here. But I like what Federico's doing there in the first period. He needs to keep it close. He needs to score one if possible. But like you said, John, he's wearing him down. You can kind of tell already that Cruz is wearing him down a little bit. But hopefully Fedrico can come back.
This is a big opening match tonight for Coronado to start off, of course, on the Class 5A team rankings. When we take a look at it, coming into this weekend's action, Coronado's ranked number 1. Ponderosa has won 7 consecutive championships. Of course, the great Tim Ottman, one of the legendary coaches of all time in our state. He retired a couple of years ago, but he's still hanging around. But his protege, Corey McNellis, the outstanding coach, in his 3rd year now, has done just a tremendous job with the program, continuing Tim's legacy. And he's looking for big things from the Ponderosa squad, but Cruz can give Coronado a nice big start to the finals tonight by picking up a victory as we're underway following the blood timeout for a moment. Fedrico trying to get out of the grasp that Cruz has been holding on him.
And scores.
Yes, score with an escape, yes. And now he can go after him, what we will like to call for him controlled aggression tonight for Fedrico. And that will be the end of the first period. The score 2-1 in favor of Cruz. And, of course, we want to thank all of our fine sponsors who bring us state wrestling here on MileHighSportsPreps.com, including Camp Team Insurance. And they're just one of our terrific sponsors, and Life Size Productions as well. And, of course, at the end of each individual match, we will be going to break, so we're going to keep the action flowing right here since they go to action quickly. Now starting the second period, Cruz will be on the bottom and Fedrico on top. We'll see if Josh can get some sustained offense going here.
Yeah, I think Fedrico did exactly what he needed to do. Now if he could possibly keep Cruz from scoring down now and possibly score some points there, he's got Cruz in a precarious position there, but I like what Federico's doing at this point. He's just got to keep it to at least a 1-point score for Cruz to make. If not, it's going to get away from him, but he's doing a great job of controlling Cruz at this point.
Cruz twisting and turning, trying to get through out of that hold laterally. He's very quick on the bottom, too, so Federico's going to have to hang on for dear life. You don't want to give your opponent any type of cheap points. Escapes are important, obviously. Takedowns are important, but you want to stay, as Ed said, within reach and give yourself a chance to win in the third period. But after the whistle, the referee holding up play for a moment. If you're new to wrestling or don't know about the game of wrestling, the referee has a green patch on his wrist and a red patch. That gives the wrestlers the option after each period whether or not to be up, down, or lateral in the middle. We're underway here, and once again, Fedrico trying to get an offensive move, trying to roll him over on his side, but Cruz doing a good job of maintaining.
He really is. He's trying for the tilt, trying for a half Nelson there, and I'll tell you what, this freshman here is a tough kid, but now he's got some points. He's scoring on that tilt. A surprise to, I believe, the coaches of Coronado and the Cruz.
And they gave him a 3-point near fall opportunity as he takes the lead in this match 4-2. the young junior making some hay in this tournament. And now he wants to keep that aggressive style and not give Cruz an opportunity to get an escape and go and attack, especially in the lower part of his legs, because Cruz is a devastating wrestler. Low, he's low gravity, hard to score points against, but a nice move there by Fedrico to get that 3-point near fall on that tilt move. And now he's holding
tilt
out
again. He might get some more points, and does. 2 more points.
And he's got him in that half tilt chicken wing move, and they gave him 3 more points on that. And we're down to 1 second, and it's now 7-2. And an outstanding period there for Josh Fedrico of Grandview as he now takes a 7-2 lead against Cruz heading into the 3rd period. And some bold offensive moves there in the 2nd period for Fedrico, Ed, and really was able to take advantage of a couple of opportunities. He'll start the 3rd period now on the mat.
Just when we thought that possibly Cruz can pour on the points, it was actually Fedrico doing that. Now ahead 7-2 comfortably. Cruz is going to have to figure out a way to turn the junior on his back and score some points. Coaches might be able to tell him to let him go and start taking him down, because he was successful on that 1st period taking him down.
Yeah, and with the clock ticking at 1:35 remaining in the 3rd period now, it's going to be have to go time for Devan Cruz as he tries to get him on his side with that little tilt half wing move. But right now Fedrico maintaining on the mat, trying to let Cruz waste a lot of energy, and he can conserve some energy to make a move late if he needs to. But right now we're down to 1:13 to go, and there is that 1-point escape right there, and it's now 8-2. Josh Fedrico looking to pull off a mini upset tonight against Cruz, and what a start that would be, not only for Josh but for Grandview in the team points, as they're right now, I believe, 5th or 6th looking to move up.
Yeah, Cruz is definitely going to have to start moving and taking some risks here. He ain't going to do it by a collar tie there and getting tied up and out of position to score. So he's really going to have to do some things here that are going to be a little risky for him.
What's nice, what Fedrico's been able to do is he's been able to keep his hips solid and not loose. And Cruz would like to attack his legs and get to that hip, but so far Fedrico's maintained, and now they hook it up in the middle of the mat. Again, Cruz looking for an attack in the lower part of the legs, but again, Fedrico doing a nice job of keeping low gravity to the mat, not letting his opponent attack his legs and turn him over.
Well, the first 2 points scored by Cruz, we thought certainly, and many people here thought that it could have been another direction, but I'll tell you what, Fedrico has put himself on the map here with this win against a solid freshman, and Cruz losing now 8-2 in the 103-pound finals.
Junior Josh Fedrico of Grandview with a mini upset tonight over Devan Cruz in the 103-pound match, 8-2. Congratulations to him on that. We'll come back and we'll have the 112-pound classification, and we'll do that after these messages. You are watching high school wrestling, the Arvada West Invitational. This is MileHighSportsPreps.com.
You're watching MileHighSportsPreps.com. Brought to you by Camp Team Insurance, your sports insurance specialist.